Can we ask you one story, Chris?
Yeah.
You tell it so well.
It's got to be either one of the worst interviews ever. That's people's favorite chapter.
Okay. This one is actually Robert Plant.
Oh, yeah.
And again, this ties into Mike Myers, too.
Yes, Mike was part of that one as well. Well, the story on that is that when Alannah's record broke in the U.S., was right around the time that Robert Plant was doing a solo record and a solo tour in the United States. And he saw Alannah's video and was somewhat smitten, I think, but thought that musically it would be a great fit and that she'd be a great opening act. So it was entirely Robert's own idea. It wasn't a label. It wasn't, like a booking agency. It wasn't anything like that at all. He was just like, I want her on the show. Yeah. And now she and I have been broken up for a couple of years at this point. I should add that element.
Yeah.
just to clarify.
Yeah.
But of course what happened is they became an item on tour, right?
Right.
Which was great, which meant that I got to hang out with Robert Plant lots backstage and he's a very funny guy, and he teases a lot. He has a great sense of humor. He knows everybody on the tour, all the backstage people, and he just he's very, in that setting, he's very accessible and really fun. And he invited me to come to have dinner at Spago on Sunset Strip, which, was at the time, it was like the happening new restaurant. It was Wolfgang Puck's, the celebrity chef. That was his first big restaurant outing, was Spago. So Robert invited me and said, bring your friends. I thought, okay, great. So I came with Mike and, of course, Alannah and Robert. And so it was kind of like what I would imagine having dinner with Henry VIII would be like. Because, he's just loud, and he's going, more wine, flagons of wine for all my rock and roll friends. Oh, yes. There was a time when Jimmy and I were in the south of France, and we got locked up one night, and the gendarmes came and put us away. And fortunately, Jimmy had some gorgeous French truffle stuffed down his boots, so we were able to, it just went on and on like this.
Oh,
well,
my God.
Mike is on the opposite side of the table, and he keeps looking at me like miming that he's writing notes.
Oh!
I'm trying to hold my laughter back, right? And then, at some peak moment in the thing, like Wolfgang Puck comes out like all obsequious, and he brings out a pizza that has been made custom in the shape of a double-neck guitar.
Oh, my gosh.
You got to love that, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, anyway, the dinner went on, and it was sort of all of a piece. And then at the end, Robert and Alannah were swanning around the room and greeting people and stuff. And, Dave Tyson was there, Alannah's producer, and my friend was there, and Mike. And so the three of us went out to the valet parking, just like laughing ourselves stupid about how crazy this night had been. And who should be at the valet parking waiting for his car but Don Rickles, right?
Oh, whoa! The best.
Hey, honey, you know who that was? That was the guy with the hair and the broad. That was Led Zeppelin. Believe it? We were eating dinner with Led Zeppelin. Go figure. You know the guy with the hair. You saw him across the room. Do you believe that, honey? It was incredible, right? And I had thought this night could not get any weirder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yet it did.
Did?
And so that was the story. The capper on this, if you want to just put a little bow on the story,
Here it comes.
is that Robert stuck me with the bill.
There it is.
Only a rock star.
Yep.